Nearly 100 vaccine candidates against the novel coronavirus are in various stages of development. 5 of them are leading the race. How much progress has been made and when a vaccine will likely be available? Let's find out. Before we begin, it might be a good idea to have a look at this short explainer on the development of vaccines, so that what follows next makes more sense. On January 7, 2020, Chinese investigators revealed genetic code of the novel coronavirus, exactly a week after the outbreak was reported. This paved the way for the development of a vaccine by identifying the spike protein as a potential target. In March 2020, World Health Organization shared a list of 78 vaccine candidates developed by various pharmaceutical industries, government institutes, and non-government research organizations. 7 of them had started human trials. By mid-May, this list is expanded to more than 100, 5 of which are leading the pack, which will be discussed next, presented in no specific order. First up is CHAdOX1 novel coronavirus 19, which is developed at Jenner Institute, University of Oxford, UK. Research on the project started as soon as the outbreak was reported. Preclinical trials were done on animals, including mice and a species of monkeys called rhesus macaques. They showed that a single dose of the vaccine does induce an immune response. On 23rd April, phase 1 trials on healthy human volunteers were started, results of which are awaited. The research group has partnered with UK-based pharmaceutical company AstraZeneca for further research and mass production of the vaccine. Another candidate on the list is modified RNA 1273, developed by Moderna, a US-based biotechnology company in collaboration with National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease. It has completed phase 1 studies and finalizing its results. Phase 2 studies involving 600 volunteers is about to get underway. There would be 2 scheduled doses of the vaccine, given 28 days apart. A third vaccine, BNT162, is developed by Biontech and German pharmaceutical giant Pfizer. On April 29, they announced the completion of phase 1 clinical trials, in which 12 human volunteers were injected the vaccine. The next phase, which includes 200 human subjects, is being currently planned and will commence soon. US-based biotechnology company Inovio is developing their vaccine INO-4800 since December 2019. The phase 1 trial, in which 40 human volunteers will receive single dose of the candidates, is currently ongoing, and preliminary results are expected at the end of June this year. The one leading the race globally is a candidate vaccine developed by Chinese research company CanSino Biologics, known as AD5 novel coronavirus. They are the first company to enter phase 2 clinical trials in late April, which is planned to include 250 human subjects. Using the same technology, CanSino has already made and improved a vaccine against Ebola. So, when will we have a tested and approved vaccine against the novel coronavirus? In March, WHO said it would take 12 to 18 months at the earliest. German authorities announced that they could have a vaccine by the end of this year, while US President Donald Trump thinks it might be even earlier. All the leading vaccine candidates have only now started human clinical trials, and the data from these trials is unlikely to be available before this year ends. This makes any estimates of SARS coronavirus 2 vaccine before current year's end highly optimistic. And all this is assuming that at least one of the 100 or so candidate vaccines prove effective in the ongoing trials. Otherwise, as WHO rightly said, we may never have a vaccine against coronavirus, as we haven't yet been able to develop one against HIV, hepatitis C, and many other viruses. Let's hope for the best. Stay safe and take care. Subscribe to Midwise for more quality content.